Hey there. If you've recently visited the cinema or been active on social media, you've likely noticed a new movie has premiered. Toy Story 4, this saga that marked the childhood of many people, recently premiered its fourth film. And this means that possibly many of us will be spending the next few days in a cinema. Although most of Pixar's animated films are spectacular, perhaps one of the best and most anticipated is Toy Story. Perhaps it's because we all had or have toys with which we spent hours and hours of our lives, imagining anything while we had fun. Know that Toy Story is more than just a toy movie. The internet loves to speculate about hidden meanings in media, and Toy Story is no exception. The popular Disney animated saga sparks widespread discussion and analysis on various online platforms. That's why here are 10 shocking Toy Story conspiracy theories that will surprise you, one Andy's clones. If you look carefully, the guests at Andy's party have the same face as the birthday boy. This is due to the technology being entirely new, costly, and complex. So some characters were cloned that could easily go unnoticed. Or for our conspiracy theory lovers, do you think there's something more? They claim that all the children are the same because Andy has no friends and he imagines them all like that, just like him. Alternatively, another theory suggests that the toys are government-created spies designed to supervise their experiment, which involves a series of clones. These people have plenty of free time and wild ideas. 2. There are various theories about the life of Andy's father. One of them holds that Andy's parents would have divorced. Andy's father is never shown or mentioned in any of the films in the saga, so he seems to have completely disappeared. In Andy's house, there are family photographs, but only Andy Molly appears. That is his sister and his mother, who is also never seen wearing the wedding ring. The main basis of this theory is that the same movie shows the family moving to a smaller house, something typical that happens after a divorce. However, without the father present, a slightly sadder theory has emerged. A fan who was highly valued on Reddit proposes a macabre theory. Andy's father was a policeman who died in the line of duty. That's why Andy's favorite toys are male and representatives of some form of law, although what is not explained is why Andy's mother would have removed the photographs of her deceased husband. In the comments, I would like to know, what do you think about these theories? For Toy Story 3 is an analogy of the Jewish Holocaust. Film critic Jordan Hoffman has observed many parallels between the journey the toys make in the third film of the franchise and the victims of the Holocaust. For example, Andy going to college represents the start of World War II, while Buzz Lightyear advises his friends to hide in the attic, just like Anne Frank and her family, who struggled to survive World War II. Then, after being sent to Sunnyside, the daycare where the bear Lotso reigned, which refers to a concentration camp. In addition, it would be a parallel in the scene where the toys are about to be incinerated in the dump, with the ovens of the concentration camps. 5. Andy's mom was the owner of Jessie, our cowgirl. 2 hats, a memory, and something that doesn't quite add up. It's about the new conspiracy theory that could be revealed in the next edition of Toy Story, and that was discovered to be true by a fan of the saga. Sean Negroni, a fanatic of the Toy Story saga who knows it perfectly, revealed a particular conspiracy theory that would give a new twist to the well-known movie. The story involves Andy's mom, then Jessie, who is the cowgirl abandoned by her owner. Lastly, a hat that Andy frequently plays with, together with his inseparable companion, Woody. According to what Negroni exposed on the viral Tread site, Andy can be seen playing with a cowboy hat during the story. At first glance, one would believe that it is the same as the one worn by his faithful friend, Woody. Brace yourself, because what's coming will blow your mind. This is the turning point. The hat is not the same as Woody's, but it's identical to the one worn by cowgirl Jessie in the second part of the saga. When Jessie is introduced in the story in Toy Story 2, she tells Andy's other toys about her touching and sad life, and how Emily, her owner, would have abandoned her for no longer wanting to play with her. In the scene, you can see how Jessie remembers a girl who danced with her in the middle of the field, wearing a hat just like Andy's. In a different scene, the girl is shown in her room playing with Jessie. In that bedroom, You can see posters from the 60s, which leads to think that the little girl from back then has grown up enough and could be the mother. In none of the 3 versions of Toy Story is the name of Andy's mother known, nor Emily's last name. According to this detailed theory, the hats belonging to the girl from the 60s and Andy are the same, except for the detail of the white band, which could have easily been lost over time. The other fact, Emily, who abandoned the cowgirl Jessie, is already old enough to be Andy's mother. If you're still watching this video and haven't fallen off your chair after seeing this theory, and your mouth is wide open at this very moment, you need to hear this. At an event for the American Civil Liberties Union, Tom Hanks, who voices Woody in the original version, was asked what he thought about this theory, to which he replied that he was aware of it and was sure that Pixar had paid a lot of attention to it. He did not confirm that there would be a flashback about this in the 4th Toy Story movie, but he said to be very, very attentive. 6. Is Toy Story an analogy of its director's experience with Disney? Before creating Toy Story, Disney fired director John Lasseter for his interest in computer animation, preferring to stick with hand-drawn techniques. This theory suggests Lasseter aimed to reconcile both practices. On one hand, Woody would represent traditional animation, while Buzz Lightyear would be the new technological method. At the end of the first movie, the cowboy and the astronaut both set aside their differences to make the boy happy, in the same way that Disney and Pixar would do for their viewers. 7. Toy Story 3 is believed by some on the internet to contain messages from the Illuminati, a secret society allegedly seeking to influence the United States. The same happens in Toy Story 3. In one part of the movie, Ken says that Lotso is at the top of the pyramid. In addition, the bear Lotso would represent the Illuminati and their manipulation. For example, does he brainwash Buzz Lightyear to turn him into a spy? A phrase about Lotso in the movie would make everything a bit clearer. He has made us a pyramid and put us at the top. This refers to the pyramid and eye symbolizing the Illuminati. Another point, albeit more speculative, is that Mrs. Potato Head has only one eye throughout most of the film, which is another one of the most well-known signs of the Illuminati. And finally, there's that scene where the toys are saved by the aliens, which coincides with the Illuminati's vision that we will be saved by aliens. This video is getting a bit weird, as if Jim Carrey were writing it. We continue 8. It seems odd that The Walking Dead would be based on the Toy Story trilogy, as the 2 franchises are very different. However, according to online enthusiasts who search for connections between series and movies, there is a significant link between them. In both franchises, the main hero is a sheriff leading a group destined to face lethal beings who seek to kill or separate them. Both have cowgirls, barns, jailbreaks, and the list goes on and on. In fact, the rivalry between Rick Grimm and Shane Walsh would be an analogy of Woody and Buzz. Yes, it's true that there are scenes that are very similar, but in my opinion, this series is far from being based on Toy Story. I don't know what you guys think. 9. Here are 2 theories about Sid, the character from Toy Story known for destroying toys. Well, first of all, we meet Sid in Toy Story, a neighbor kid of Andy's, who enjoys destroying toys. But if you look a little further, you'll understand that instead of being a villain, Sid is a poor victim of an abusive home. His parents' inattentiveness gives him the freedom to purchase a giant explosive without issue. We also catch a glimpse of someone who seems to be Sid's father. He is lying on the couch surrounded by cans, clearly referring to drunkenness. On the other hand, in the 3rd movie, we saw the garbage boy wearing a shirt with a skull. Immediately, we all assumed it was Sid who had managed to get that job. Many people online believe that by having that job, Sid can get many toys that were going to the trash and fix them and make them useful again. Let's remember that in the first movie, Woody and Sid's toys teach him a lesson to take care of and treat his toys. I don't know what you guys think, but I would bet on my channel that this guy is Sid 10. More than a theory, this is a question. Can everything come to life? The appearance of Forky in the Toy Story 4 trailer opened up the possibility that any object to which eyes and hands are added can come to life. This would undoubtedly expand the overall spectrum of both the story and characters in Toy Story. This would seem very similar to the case of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. So it would seem that if you put eyes and legs on anything, this is going to come to life and turn into a toy that's walking around your room when you're not looking. But then what if Annie decided to put some plastic eyes on her mother's van? Would we be talking about Toy Story, or would this already be Cars? I don't know, this is all very strange. But at the same time, the chalkboard, for example, doesn't have legs, or arms, or eyes, and it's alive. So we could think that what makes something come to life is that people believe they are toys and use them as such. Okay, that would make sense, but for example, the ball that is seen many times in the room doesn't seem to have life, or some toy blocks either. I don't know. Seeing too many conspiracy theories may be detrimental to my well-being. Before I go, let me greet my subscribers. First, a big greeting and welcome to Raul Molina, who joined the channel very recently. I send a big greeting to Lucho, also known as Mr. Curiosities, one of the channel's oldest and best subscribers. Another big greeting to Francisco Zapata, who always comments curious questions. I will answer them in upcoming videos. A big greeting to Diego Ron. I don't want you to leave, so stay calm, Diego. Lastly, a warm welcome to Angel Romero, who has also joined the channel recently. Another little greeting for Christian Quiniento, who I forgot to greet earlier. Hope you're not mad at me. And finally, a big greeting to Gene, who is a historic figure of the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and share it with your friends. Our channel has over 14,000 subscribers. Subscribe and click the bell to stay updated on new videos. I'm Mr. Curiosity.